Hello, I'm Toby Rutter and this is the fourth instalment of my Year 1 FMP reflection videos. It's been a very busy week this week. We've met another one of our designers, we've met the sound designer, and we've been giving our initial research presentations. So we started the week off with our usual day. We did some theory catch up for FMP, and then we had an hour of giving our presentations, and those have been going really well. We've been going one by one. One thing I've found so far is that there hasn't been a single presentation that hasn't been relevant to the play, so that's been really helpful. As we then went into project day, we met our sound designer and he played some music and some sounds that he had created especially for the play. And we then spent a bit of time matching up those pieces of music with scenes that we think it would work for. We then, in the afternoon, because we spent quite a lot of time doing that. That was it. We then spent quite a bit of time timelining the play chronologically, because one thing that's a little bit difficult about the play is that it goes backwards. So it's hard thinking start of the play, end of the play, middle. Well, the middle's a little bit easier because it's the middle either way, but start of the play, end of the play, where they cross over, and chronologically, how does it work? So what we did was we started from the very start of what we know about Burnside, where the play is set. It's mentioned that it was founded in, I think, 1510, something like that. And we went all the way through to the end of the chronological story, which is the start of the play, but all the way through to there. So that was really helpful because it allowed us to get a better idea of the sequence of events and how everything unfolds, and sort of this effect, this domino effect of one thing causing another thing, and it's spiraling. So yes, that was really helpful. We then got split into, we split into 4 groups. One group for before the play had even started, that time region. One for act. See, this is where it gets you because it's chronologically wrong. It's Act 1, which is at the end of the play, which is the start of the chronological story. One group on there, one group on Act 2, which is the middle of the chronological story and middle of the play, and one group for Act 3, which is the start of the play, end of the chronological story. It's all very complicated. And what we did was we matched up a song with each scene that we thought suited it well, suited either, that it could be included in the scene, or it could be, it could sort of represent the scene symbolically. So yeah, that was really helpful. We then got told that we would be casted on the Friday after our project movement session. So within the project movement session, we carried on working on the club scene, just looking at almost improvisational movement, which could symbolise different aspects of Burnside. And at first I was a little bit sceptical, but then you see it all put together and it worked really well. It looks like a club scene, even though everyone's doing their own individual movement, symbolising all these different things. when you put it all together on stage, it looks like a club. It worked so well. So we worked on that for 2 hours on Friday afternoon, um, which was lovely. So yes, then the casting came out just after 5 o'clock on the Friday, and I'm very pleased with what I've got. I've been given the role of Keith, along with Clubber 3, Twitter user 6, and Local 1, Keith being my main role. And I'm really looking forward to it because I think Keith is a role that I can really sink my teeth into, and sort of delve into his background, and how he's got to the sort of success where he is now. So I'm really looking forward to getting into that and really sinking my teeth in. So the one thing that's going to help me with that is the research presentations. All of them, like I said, have been very relevant, very helpful. One that stuck out most to me was Ellie's, where she sort of went into landlords and tenants' rights and the laws that surround renting. Especially now that I'm playing a landlord, that's really helpful to know, because she went into the timeline of laws that were created surrounding renting, and what those laws entail. So there was a law created in 2023, I think, a number of policies surrounding the need to get rid of mould within a certain number of time. Landlords have to do that. They also have to fix any damage to sort of boilers, anything like that, within a certain a certain amount of time. So yeah, it was really helpful seeing the timeline of sort of when the play was set, and how lenient everything was then, and landlords really didn't have to do much compared to the present day, and how that's changed.